Okay, welcome back to the Rabasha Family Podcast. We're here yet again for another special episode with Dad. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Guys, we need you to subscribe because if you don't subscribe, you're not up to date with all the releases. We're releasing so much stuff on the business side and then on these family podcast conversations because we believe communication changes your life. When you can communicate as a family, together, friends, it's so valuable and important in your growth as a human being and just really fulfilling your potential. So make sure to subscribe. So yeah, we were saying like, if let's say a girl's flirting with me, I shouldn't feel the need like, oh, I need to tell my girl the truth. Like I need to tell her.
No. So that the truth hurt. So what you call the truth in yourself is going to hurt somebody. Do you not want that? No. But most people do that. And the reason you do that because you feel guilt in yourself. But it's rather your guilt kills you than to go to kill the other person's mind. Because that person's mind, he may be react differently. See, most relationships break up because of what they hear, what their mind tells them, because of the action or because the message you have received. Your word is so important. Your word is good to save you. Your word is good to kill you. Your word is good to break your relationship. Your word is going to bring your relationship back. You have to grow to use your word in a positive way to build you and yourself. You have to measure what you go to tell somebody. See, sometimes you can call it lie or sometimes you call it something protection, but lies, it doesn't always feel you free. But to think, to be honest to the person or to be silence. Silence is the most peaceful of mind, especially when there's two people. Silence is the most peace in life in every human being.
But then like the thing is with some people, they feel like maybe they've done something. Let's say one has cheated on their partner. Of course, if you go and tell them, that's not going to help them. So, but that thing not to say it, maybe they may feel that guilty conscience.
Marketing is all about storytelling. Dad, when we first started this business, what did you say to me?
I said, yes, we do a podcast.
Why?
Because I want to tell our story.
Why?
Because I know the story builds a legacy.
Builds a legacy. And that is exactly what we do here at ETS Rabasha Media. We market your story on social media so you could build a legacy for those who come after you, to build your business and your personal brand.
Yeah, follow us on our platform. Go on our website, etsrabashamedia.com.
This is about legacy, and it is about showing up on social media every single day, because if you don't show up, your competition will.
There's no guilt conscience. You have to talk to it. The reason you did it, it was some things you enjoy to do it. People say, oh, it was an accident. There's no accident. Yes. You do some things to please yourself. You do something to please your mind. You bring some things to enjoy yourself. If you go to cause to say, oh, this I'm going to feel guilty itself, so it's mean you are not, fulfilling what is your goal tells you. But the reason God tells you, it's because your mind tells you. So now, there are two things you go to call it. You go to call a sin, you go to cheating, or you go to call it a positive word. So when you make it positive, in mind what you did, it was happiness, it was enjoyment, you're not going to have the time to go to hurt somebody. Most people who tell their partners they are cheated, they are hurting their partner. You planting the wrong seed in somebody's mind. And the consequences going to come to you. Is what you want, or is to keep it with your mind, to keep it with your God, to save somebody else. Yes. It's not what you don't know. If you don't know nothing,
Doesn't
you have
hurt.
peace of mind.
But what about now if she asks you? Because now remember we said people lie because they have fear. So if she now asks me, am I lying to her because I have fear of the result of what I'll say? Or should I just be honest?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So that honest is good to build your relationship or is good to kill somebody. See? Yes. Are you killing somebody? You remember, what was the truth in the morning? It become a lie in the afternoon.
Give an example.
Yes. Give example. I say, look, when you go to do it, you enjoyed something there. That was the truth to do it, to cheat was the truth, you're enjoying it. Now, in the afternoon, it's going to be a liar because people are asking you something, or did you do it? You're going to say, oh no, I didn't do it. You see? So that I say, you have to learn and to measure. When you feel guilt, some things you did for yourself, that is where the problem is. You shouldn't feel guilt that.
So you shouldn't feel guilty for that.
Yes. Because it's your mind which make you to do it. You do it in the reason. You do it with the purpose. There is a reason to make you to do it. There is a reason to make you to be in that environment. Yes. So now, most people who live in a peace of mind, they don't do that. They don't do that. Completely. The throttling, the working, everything there, no. They go home, they work. So now, you go home and you know you've never done anything. But now your girlfriend asks you, have you done it? And you say no. It depends what you be understanding, her thinking there, how she could be thinking you already done it. Even though you never done it. Maybe the circumstance, the thinking, the scenario, it shows you maybe you do it. You are honest, but you say no. But the other person, he believes you did it.
In their mind, they've lived you cheating. There's many couples that men, women,
yes,
they're in their
yes,
mind,
yes,
they're convinced that my partner's
yes.
cheating.
And that's why people want to know the truth. Is now. They say, oh, tell me the truth, I'll be free, I'll forgive you. No one is going to forgive you when you be honest, because you go to hurt their feelings. So now, the reason they insist, so they want to get answer from their mind. Instead to keep always worried, I say, oh, if you told me, maybe I'll be free. No. When you be say no, it set you free. And then somebody else can put in their mind. See, no one knows what's in your mind except who?
Yeah.
You. Because our mind is God. Everything we do, it's through our mind.
I think that's a very interesting example because it happens to so many people.
Every day. So the media, the marketing, so market has shown us, oh, this should be not done, this should be done. But the history shows it be done every day. It be done more story every single day. So people keep doing it. The whole people society is there. The people who are in the peace, they're the one who have never said anything. They have done it, but they keep quiet. They become peace than the one who say it, which they become in trouble. So that will say you have to learn peace. Silence is the most peaceful of mind and the most peaceful for relationship.
So like when you say like if you look at history, like with these relationships, these things always happening, especially with men, do you think it is natural for a man to be with just one woman?
No. It's not natural. A man, you are saying about, oh, just for the men. No. So when you say people cheat, they cheat to who? to other women. So it's 50-50. But you see, the society has put it on one side. But it's wrong. Both sides cheating, because if you're a woman, you're cheating with another man. So now they keep saying, oh, men cheat. No, men don't cheat. Men cheat the same as women cheat. It's the same, it's 50-50, because a man don't go to cheat on a tree or on a dog or anything there. He go to cheat with another woman. See? And even the word they use, that is the killing. Where they get that word from? You're cheating for more what?
Because you're stepping outside of your relationship.
Which relationship?
Like the relationship.
That I'm saying, the word they use it. Normally you cheat when you lie somebody, thinking that.
But if you're in a relationship with a woman, and then you go and sleep with another woman, what do you call that?
That is another relationship, physically. So there are two things there. Why you do that?
Usually lost. Usually when that happens, it can happen for a number of reasons. Someone could not be happy in the relationship. Someone could be happy, but they just, especially, that's why I say a lot of men, it's more common. Men, they can just do it. They don't even have to think about that person.
Cheating is good to have sex with another person.
Outside of your relationship.
Yes. See, that's what they call cheating. But because you got to have sex with somebody else, because you should be having sex only with that person. You see? So that's the restriction now. So where that restriction is the restriction you put in your mind. So in African people who have been there for a long time, who have been married, who have been think their mind was giving them that right to do it, it was not an issue. It was life like anyone else, and it was not hurting anyone else because it was something's normal. But now the society came, the colonial came, everything their regulars are teaching now. No, this is should not doing that. You see, because the weak of a white man in their mind, he just teach other people not to do that, and then they call it cheating. So that is how it comes. But before, many people live in a relationship without having an issue there.
The man had, and still in Arab culture till today.
Yes.
I went to Qatar and I saw the men, they had their wives.
Yes. And then so that become honest there. So, but now, that word they put in people's mind, that restriction, so it kills more people and every single day. You see? That is the word they use, the vocabulary. You keep there, because in other community, wherever there is no issues there, it's not a problem. But wherever you put a restriction in your mind, it's a war within yourself. It's a war within your partner. It's a war within your partner. No one go to cheat by himself. See? And that is the problem is there. So cheating is just only sex outside of marriage. What else people can cheat in a relationship? Can you cheat money from your wife? Or can you cheat other things there? No, but the most common is to go sex out of the relationship.
But see, women will get mad because it's like, well, I don't want to share my partner with other women. Why is he going? If he loves me, why is he going and sleeping around with other women?
Yes, because you have to know there are two things there. There's love, whatever call love. There's a relationship, and there's a physical sexuality. So sexuality, it's biological. Biological. So does dog do sex? Yes, it's nature. Does other animals do sex? Yes. Does animals not know, oh, this is my wife or this is something there? No, because biological sex, normally, it's a physical which can happen between two human beings and also now to the animals. It's happening between. So the purpose of sex is give birth. We are God. The seed from every man, it's a God. No one created. You can keep it, but you can't create it. It's powerful. It's God. It's where God has said, my children are going to come out from here. And people call it a sin. It's the most powerful energy in the world. Sex is the most powerful energy in the world. It kills people, it saves people, but the most importantly, sex brings life to the human being. So they don't tell us this is the most things we have to know. It's the most powerful things. There is no a child who go on this street or a man or old man or a hero or anything there who doesn't come out
From sex.
from sex.
But then why should someone go and, like, if they go and do that outside of their relationship, even if it's so powerful?
Yes, because it's nature. So the relationship was created by who? By a man who say, look, this is how to be. This is how to be. It's a man restriction he put on the society.
Wait, how is it a man's restriction?
Yes,
A
because
man is going
before he never had that. Before he never had that. Before people never get married in the church. Before never, all those things were put in there. There's the people who live better, which this thing was not there. There's people who live, who have kids, the people are coming from is, we come from the people who has many women, many children. Every human being you see on the street, they live on this day. But now, the society is teaching us, if we do this, it's going to be the best only way. That is why it keep not happening. Because the nature always keep doing what you've been doing.
So yeah, that's why you're saying it keeps happening.
Yes, it keeps happening. Because man, he can't restrict the nature. Yes, you can build it, you can build a society, you can make it the way you want to feel it there, but this nature, it keep pushing, because the energy is from where? It starts from the mind.
So let me ask you, like, when you were growing up, did you see a lot of that? Like men, like, you know, for example, let's say your father.
Yes, our father have like 5, 10 children, 20. All my father's friends, no one had more than 15 children, 10, 7, 8, 5.
Different women.
Different women, 2 or 3. It was like something common. That's what I'm saying. And before that, maybe even though that issue, it didn't, what about them? Because that's where maybe they brought it up there.
Wow.
Yes. But you see, is it culture? Culture sometimes change. So that's how we are changing this culture.
Or was it,
have things in
was it the colonization? And what is this thing of when they bought the monogamy, man and wife, was it economic? Why?
Yes, but also it's not economic because also when now a white man, he realized, he started counting the baby had to bring to this world, say, okay, 3 or 4. You see, it's the restriction they put on themselves. Mm-hmm. But they could understand why Africans still having 5 or 10 children. Yeah. So now in the village now, somebody in Africa maybe have 10 children, but mostly they grow. People grow in poverty and they become adult. Why is that? Because they're children from God. Children to live. Of course, some died. I'm not saying the women, some died. But when you look, some also survive. Survive from the condition where is basic life. But they grow. And to become men, and also they build the family. And that's how it is. But now, that change, as it keep coming, and we keep coming, to reduce the numbers of family a man can produce.
So you think it was strategically put, especially because, yeah, like you said, the Africans, they produce quite a lot of children. It was something that we need to reduce.
Yes, or to take westernized culture to say, okay, less children is better for whatever the community, the world, everything. See,
even
white
though-
people always measuring how many kids they are going to have. See, the statistic you found white people, especially when you live even now, when you are immigrant, it's hard to have 3 children.
Even if they have money.
There's no white people who have money who have more than 5 children. Most billionaires, when you count them, you find no one has more than 3 children.
Apart from, you see people like Elon Musk, for example, he has like 10 children. But he's very rare. You don't see many like what he's doing. But like him, he has 10 children, different women, but he has many.
Yes. See,
But not many like him.
yes. When
Very
you look
few.
at the ones, is he white?
Yeah, Elon Musk. You know Elon Musk, Tesla.
Yes.
Billionaire.
What is about? Is he Anglo-Saxon?
He's white. He's from South Africa, you know.
Oh,
But
okay.
white.
Yeah.
Maybe maybe people like Donald Trump has, But apart from that, it's very few who have many children like that.
Yes, society is limiting us. So when the society limiting us, so that's the pressure now keep coming to the people's mind. Because when the society limits us, and also the condition of life, you come together, you say, no, 3 is enough.
So what have the Arabs done so well? Because even them, they've kept that culture. They have that. You go there.
Yes, they have belief. So they have their belief, which is they really put it is like a daily life. And their belief is to make them when they're younger and the family they grow up. Young now in Australia, you go to look, the young mothers, they are more from Arabic communities.
The young mothers.
Yes. They really have that strong to have children 3 or 4. Yes. They do that. And also I can see now also become part of this political, the war also, and then the religious background thinking there. So they keep thinking to grow is to give more children. Muslim, they have to keep more, bring children there because it's in power of mind. The power of mind in the family from Arab is so powerful. They are resilient. They are really resilient than any other culture have ever seen. Maybe there's other ones, but for me, what I've seen, they are really resilient to have family together, to continue to believe their own. They keep preaching their belief. It's hard to convert a Muslim, but it's easy to convert a Christian. And that is why, see, many Africans, they have been mixed in both there. Because Muslim, they're strong, white, they're strong, and they're Christianity. So they're more campaigning, they more divide black people because our mind is so weak in terms when it comes to spirituality belief. We don't know where we belong to. That's why we took Arabs, we took Christianity. And if you tell African to change, even to think about it,
They'll kill you.
they will kill you. So that is the weak of mind. The mind is good to make you everything. So everything when we walk, we travel, we think, it's where we were. It's what comes from our mind.
But you see, like a lot of stuff you're saying here, it'll be hard for people, like especially women, I could see, to agree with what you're saying. That whole conversation.
So the women, they cheat more than men. But society has said the other way around.
It's actually true, you know.
Yeah. You see, now, when you have statistic wrong way, always the thing they're going to be victim, and they're the most cheater. They're the most weaker sexuality. They were weaker because of poverty. They were weaker because of finances. They were weaker because they want promotion. They will go to cheat because they want favor. So women cheat because they need favor.
You think so?
Yes.
Need favor? What
Yes,
do you
you need favor. You need money extra. You are working 10 job, and if you have a man who's going to give extra money, it may make you cheat. You want a promotion, and you see, you maybe want to get that promotion until you have sex with you, cheating. You want to feed your children, and to feed them, you have to get this job. What are you going to do?
But isn't that bad from the
Yes,
the
it's
man?
what you call bad, is it?
No, I'm saying from the man to try and hit on her.
See, there's no one. See, that what called bad to the other person, you think that is right. See, you have to measure all those things there. So if you take one things, of course, everything's going to be wrong. But you got to say, oh, why she can't get that job anyway? Why she can't get the money anyway? Why she can't get thing there? But the life, it make us something there. So because they want some things, the cheating is going to continue to be like that. The desire, your desire, is going to make you do everything. So why people kill? Is it bad things? Yes. The people still doing now? Yes. How many times people will say, no, this is not right, this is not right. Why? Because the desire, when so powerful, they go to do anything. A woman who have desire to get something, he will not care. So why people leave a relationship? Why? They leave a relationship because they desire what they feel, what they want is not what they get. What they do, they go away. Everything we say is not supposed to be happen. Oh, it's something like that. Especially when this is emotion. This is immoral. This is a moral situation we are talking about. Is some things hurt everybody's mind, but it's not illegal. It's not anything the government or to the police because you cheated. No, but it's immoral, and that is why it's sensitive, because what society keep telling us people. Keep telling us people, but to the Muslim, that thing's not there. They live freely on that issue sense there. But you, society, has put you there. Why the other people there, it doesn't what about them? It doesn't bother about them. But you, as a human being, and you remember, all human beings will need the same things. Food, desire, everything. Whatever white people want is what the black people want, is what Arab them, is what Chinese want. But they will show us, oh, this one need this. No, we need the same thing. We have the same problem. We have the same issues there. See? They account who is smarter, better than another one. They account who do this better than another one. But those statistics, it's just imagination, just marketing, the superiority between tribe, but it mean nothing. Who cares if who is do their more better than anyone? Who do you care? If you have your own things you're doing, if you have your own business you're doing there, if you have your thing there, no, you don't care. But sometimes distract people's mind. But what I'm trying to say, what people can feel people not to do, feel guilty, feel not go, other people live the same way life, and without that guilty or that anything.
So like if let's say a man goes and cheats and his wife catches him, should he just also now just be honest or still silence? You don't have to accept it.
Yes, so sometimes I don't know how do you catch somebody?
Or like, maybe she sees a text message on his phone, or he just gets caught. She sees text messages, even let's say for the man catching the woman, but he gets caught.
Of course, there are many scenarios. There are many scenarios. Maybe people can follow you with the camera and then they find you in act. See, those, they are different. To find somebody in act, maybe you have, you see those videos you used to see, I don't know how do you call them. It used to be in America, they follow somebody.
Cheaters. It was actually called
yes,
cheaters.
Yes. And then physical there, they share something there. So there's so the text message or the other thing there sometimes is not the same as the physical.
The guy cheated on will go and tell his woman just to...
Yes, to bring the conflict, to bring something there, you see. So anything's also got to come off from somebody else. So you have to measure it not to be, see, because when you accept it and then feel guilty, it's more killing that person. Yes, but if you've been caught physical, okay, that one you can't deny it could be the camera, it could be anything there. So you can't deny it. You go there. So that somebody else, he doesn't need to worry about that. You see? So the physical one is okay to be caught because I have now witnessed myself with my eyes. But other ones, the text message or the one who said there, so it's like going to court. People steal and the camera is watching them. They say, no, it wasn't me. You see? And you remember, the police, they're not going to charge you until you go to court. See? People, they can see themselves in the camera, but they're going to say no.
So you're saying in a situation where she doesn't catch him physically, but text messages, maybe the girl goes reports.
Yes.
There's no need for him to
feel to be guilty because you are killing somebody.
So just deny it.
Yeah, deny it. Make her stay in suspicious. She'll sleep well. Yes. They see that is strong mind also. It depends. If you are weak, you go to praise her, say, oh, I done it. But you kill her. You kill her mind, you kill her thought.
And what about for women? Same thing?
Yeah, all mind is the same. People think because you are stronger physically, it gives you any other superiority in life.
Oh.
No. The power is in the mind. That's why we're equal power is there. Maybe you can express women nicely, crying and doing thinking there, but the power of mind is the same. What is in my mind is the same with your sister, your wife, your children. It's the same. It's the same. It's consistent, good and evil. There's nothing else in people's mind. Two things, good and evil. And they came in a time. Do we stop? No. 24/7. I'm sitting, I'm talking. My mind is somewhere else. See? I can sit here, I can be in Rwanda in my mind. Because this is God. God doesn't have time. There's no time limit where your mind tells you where you are and what you're doing and what you go to dream and what you go to see. See? Everything you see today, outside there mean nothing. But they remind you here, good or evil, you go to see it. If you go somewhere, you see the accident happening, and you see it completely, you go home. Guess what? You go to see it like in the screen, like the way you're talking to the camera. You go to see the car, you go to see the number plate, you go to see everything there. You go to the beach, you go to fight, you are fighting, you do things there. You go home, you go to see it. You go to abuse somebody on the street. You go home, you know to sleep. Because the person you abuse, and so even you go home, the person you abuse, even him will go to sleep. You go to see that image. Somebody with beard, black, with a bandana, with everything, you know. The color, the t-shirt, everything you see in your mind like life here. See, we are sitting down here. If I go to sleep, I'm going to sit and the mind itself. Look the seat, look the camera, look everything there.
So let me ask you, when do you think it's worth it for someone to stay in a relationship?
Is to live like a life, make life relationship. The respect is the most important. Yes. If you life, you know, if you want to live good. People think to live good is hard. No, you know. But how are you going to deal with circumstances you are meeting with every day? People be honest here. Australia, they be honest in whatever they do every day because they feel that is the best way to live. To go in a relationship, be honest. You don't need to do whatever you are saying, whatever I say, teaching there. You don't need to do that. You do that, why? Because your mind is weak.
You mean to go and, let's say, you go and cheat?
Yes, it's your mind weakness. Weakness be everything. You are mental. Maybe you go to do that.
And then, you see...
Yes, so relationship is not big issues there. It's you yourself, what you'll be doing every single day. And it's both of you. It's a human being. Yes. So people have to say, oh, human being cheats? That's what should be said. Say, no, men cheat or women cheat. No. Because men don't cheat on the trees. That is a human being. Issues there. And it's not, people should maybe not discuss about it.
But do you think a man should, like, let's say, coming into a relationship, just tell from the front, like, listen, this is who I am, this is my lifestyle?
No. That thing doesn't exist.
You don't think he should?
You live a relationship, you respect somebody, you understand each other, you do the right things. You don't abuse somebody. You don't want to control somebody. You don't want to, But life is simple when you make it simple way.
But you're saying, so you can do all that, but, maybe if I step out of the house today, I could, like you said, my mind could be weak, lost nature, and then I can go sleep with another woman.
Yes, so if you do that, it's your weakness. So if you're honest, you got a relationship, you don't do that. You go out, you have a drink, you come home. Yes. To do that, it's your thinking. So you have to know why you're doing that. Yes, because when you do that, it means your relationship is mean nothing. But if you value your relationship, you're never going to do it.
But you were just saying, at the same time, it's not bad.
Of course, it's not bad if you've done it. But why do you do it? Your mind set you free if you don't do it. The same. Do I need to steal this man? You are working. You have a nice job. And you see the money there. And you steal that man. And you get caught. Why did you do that? Why you can't be honest with them? But there are people who never do that. Why it's in your mind? See, that is the weakness of men. There's somebody who will never touch some things which are not his. It doesn't need to go to church. It doesn't need to go to the mosque. It doesn't need to do anything. But his principle is, I will not touch some things which is not mine. But somebody else has got to know. Past days say, I don't care. It's not mine. I'm taking it with the consequence. I don't care. Yes. So it's mean when I say, if it's happening, it's happening. We don't need to call them cheating. Don't call see, that name people put there, that restriction put there. That is the problem, because this thing was there before. He never had that names. That it was normal. It was nothing there. It was no issue there. That is why this thing is moral. There is no law you breach. There is no nothing there you breach. It's just the between the partnership and thing there. And the people forgot is more physical. Is again financial. Is again there is extra things beyond why it's happening there. Of course, most people, they say, oh, it's not good to do it when you think about it. When you be honest, when you think that, but if it's happening, it shouldn't be the end of the world.
That's not the end of the world. I do see what you're saying in terms of a weak mind, right? Especially like, you know, let's say someone who's aiming to be successful. You have goals, you know, like in the business world, people are working. You're home indoors, you're not out after. I always say being home after midnight, for me, there's nothing good that happens out those hours. Why do I need to be out? So it's also like putting yourself in that environment. You're not because you're focused, but sometimes that weakness is what ends up putting someone in trouble. Then you maybe catch a case, something happens. You know what I mean? So sometimes also that weakness of mind just to go and, you know, fulfill that need, the sexual desire, like you said, when you do it, maybe it's fine. There's no problem with that. But that's a weakness of mind because it can land you in trouble even more.
Yes, you see, sometimes when it lands in trouble, it's the trouble restriction you put on yourself. But when there is no restriction in yourself, you know, what about anything's there?
So wait, what do you mean?
So now, if you go to do it, maybe it was just sexual desire, nothing else there. You go those houses, prostitute, you go there, you have sex, and then you go home. See, because there is no restriction, there is no guilt is going to be attached there, because there is no sign is going to show you done anything else to somebody else thinking there. You see, that's how you have to be powerful into the mind of man. Yes.
And there's no proof there.
Yes, there's
That
no
was a
proof
transaction.
there. Yes, there's no transaction. There's a sexual, physical things that's happening there. Nothing to do with anything else. It's the same like dog does it. Dog doesn't go to, oh, this is my wife, this is not cheating, this thing there. No. But they have to produce. They have to produce the seed, you see. So now, normally necessary for men to do the seed, but it's a biological, it's a nature, it's some things people do. If you go to put a label on it, it's a sin. You go to kill young people, you go to kill many people, and people keep doing it. It doesn't stop. He hasn't stopped yet.
So what's your advice to, let's start with the woman who's watching this. There's a lot of women out there who love their men and the man has cheated. Society has told her to leave him, it's bad, but she truly loves him. What would be your advice for someone like her?
So most people who leave, also it's the weak of themselves, the weakness, or what friends or relatives are saying. Yes, but most people stays. Yes, most people, you see this relationship, have that situation, but they stays. Yeah. Because you see people walking together, living together for 50 years there, it means it need happen. It happened, but people forgive and move it because it's normal. It doesn't add anything much major change, everything there. By some, they say, okay, you did it, let me go away. People think also to divorce or to detach from your wife is something bad. No. If something doesn't work, you move away, you go something else. If something there, see, it's also those restrictions, oh, I have a wife for life. Why? You didn't need to die with the same wife or something there. People change and they have a better relationship. People stay with one, they have a good relationship until they die. The other one they can. The other one they do 4 years. Other one they do 5 years. Other one they do 10 years. Other one they do 7 years. That is your history. Your history is not going to make you better because you married for 30 years. And then you go to think you're going to be better than one who married for 4 years. You see, society been teaching us this is the best way. You say, oh, these people have been married 50 years. It doesn't mean anything. What does it mean? Nothing. That is your life for 50 years.
There's someone who's maybe been with 3 wives in their lives.
In their life. The other one married 1 year. They enjoyed 1 year, marriage didn't work out, they move. They go think there. The times in a relationship mean nothing, but the society has put it there. But you see, because these things in our mind, it's hard to tell people to understand it. They say, oh, you are crazy. Or, you see, you are talking something you don't know. Or there's evidence, there's all those things. See, people, when they defend some things, always they go to give you the reason. You should not say that. You should not thinking that. See? So when you say these things, people, they rather lie is to be honest about this thing. Oh, you accept cheating. Oh, what kind of man you are? What do you thinking there? You see? And if somebody tell you like that, you never know what is in their mind. You never know what they have done in their relationship. Does even have relationship? No. See? Some people make comment, and with some things, they don't even have experience in it. They bring, somebody even not even have a relationship, not even have a wife, not even have a girlfriend, but he's got to comment for some things you say, and because you have experience within with yourself.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, that a lot of women will crucify you from this podcast, just in terms of because it's such a sense you don't understand.
Yes,
like, we
because
get in these conversations.
the market has put is there, has putting their thinking there, and they do. So the most women who cheat are the one who make noise most.
The ones who are cheating.
Yes. But the one who are innocent, they keep quiet.
It's actually so true. Everything you said, from colonization, you see the Arab culture, they still do it until this day. It's just...
It's a part of life. There's no issue there.
That's how we used to live back in the days.
Yes.
Even like, so your father, how many wives did he have?
2, but we have like one child from somebody's wife.
So how many kids did he have?
So all our children, they were 13. 9 from the old wife, and then 1 children, and then 3 from our side. Wow. See, that's powerful, man. That's
9
powerful.
So, and peaceful life, no drama,
Yes.
So when he goes out of town to like the village, he has his wife there.
Yeah, but so the time now he was not going back there. So when he married my mom, he never going back to other woman. So he stayed with my mother. But the wife, she was still there. But she was living in the village.
He's taking care of her, or...
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Send man. Damn, imagine like, you go out of town.
Of course, it's not about that. I'm saying they marketing, they show as like a sin, but again, it's a different era, it's different marketing there. And also maybe there are people who does it here in Australia.
Of course.
There are people who have multiple wives.
There's a religion called Mormon religion. They do, that's in their religion, those white people.
Yes, but in Australia it's illegal.
What?
To have 2 women, wife.
So okay, so this is a good question here. So polygamy, which is having multiple wives, they made that it's illegal, but then they legalized gay marriage. But if you legalize gay marriage, shouldn't you legalize polygamy as well? Isn't that the same? Don't they have the same rights?
No, the same right. So because the gay also, they don't need to marry 3 or 4 gay relationship.
But if they're going to make that legal, then why can't you make polygamy legal?
The reason they were not even making legal homosexuality, why was that? Why? This could be legalized long time ago.
So why aren't they legalizing polygamy? Why? For you to have multiple wives, why didn't they legalize that then?
Maybe also will come later. Yeah, they have to fight for it. They have to say the reason why a man need more 3 or 4 wives.
Or do they just not want to make that legal?
They go to fight it. It's the same.
I haven't seen many people fighting for polygamy.
Yes, because also the people get tired to have 2, 3, 4 women. Yes, for financial reason. It's not easy. Yeah, financial reason is not easy. It's not sustainable. With the time the economy we're in, so it's not easy to have 3 or 4 wives there. Yeah, it's a war of mind. Yes, the time they did it is not there anymore. Of course, in the Arab community, they still have there because it become part of culture. They train their daughters, their mothers to accept it because that is where everything starts. Everything starts from the mothers. especially the relationship to start with the mother. So that's why we keep talking about relationship between families and friends. It's always where our life started every time.
I think we can leave it there. That was a really, really good episode. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you guys got a lot of value. If you have any comments or anything, please let us know. If you want to attack my father, feel free, because all opinions are valid and we love these types of conversations.
Yes, you remember, okay, no one attack anyone else. Everybody's, the audience, their mind, our mind is so powerful. Our mind tell you some things tomorrow, the next day it tells you something else different there. But the end of the day, we are the same. The end of the day is the individuals, whatever they said, the decision is so powerful. To make decision in that kind of relationship is not that easy. They even name, counseling, everybody, even the counselor himself, he may be counseling you, he doesn't even have a wife, we have been divorced 3 or 4 times, he have the same issues. See, whatever we talk is what people face in every single day.
Life. Yeah. Thanks guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and just keep coming and sharing. Cool.
Guys, thank you.
Hey, what's wrong? Bro, I'm stressed out. I'm running my business. I've got to serve my customers, but I need more customers coming in. I can't keep relying on word of mouth. Why don't you just use ETS Rabasha Media? Who? Well, with AI now, what they do is they go in, get your perfect clients, bring them in front of you. So all I got to do is run my business and he brings me opportunities. Think about it. You speak to 3,000 of your ideal customers, convert 1% of that 3,000, that's 30 people. 30 people in a room with you, can you convert that? Of course I'll close them. I'm good at what I do. I just don't have time to be going and looking for my perfect client. Focus on what you love doing and let them bring you customers. When you win, they win, commission, ching. Sujira Rubasha, huh? Yeah, Sujira Rubasha. Go and Google them, man. Come on, take it to the bank.
If you really enjoyed this video, make sure to click here, and I'm sure you're gonna love that one.